Hey guys, welcome back to my channel McNallie Money, home of all things stock, investment, and personal finance related. Now today we've got a really exciting video for you. There was some huge news out this morning in regards to an acquisition by the Valens Company. They've now entered the US market, and this was honestly news that I've been waiting for a long time as a major shareholder in this company. Now I currently hold about $20,000 of the Valens Company across all of my portfolios, so obviously I'm really pumped up about this and I can't wait to share the news with you guys. So without further ado, let's play the intro clip and get into today's video. Okay guys, so some absolutely massive news this morning for the Valens Company, ticker symbol VLNS. This is exactly why you need to listen to investor calls and why you need to have alerts on your phone. This news came out at 5 a.m. this morning, and this is absolutely huge for someone like myself who has nearly $20,000 now in this company, and this currently represents my largest position across all of my portfolios combined. For those of you who follow my channel, you'll know I'm very bullish on the Valens Company. I actually just put out a video talking about their Q1 earnings, and in that video I hinted at some future US acquisition or expansion plans. And what was so interesting is the CEO Tyler Robson said a very interesting thing during the question period, and he said, quote, "We raise money for a reason." And to me that meant that this company was gearing up for some sort of US acquisition or positioning. During that discussion, they also said that they knew shareholders wanted exposure to the blossoming United States market, and this was exactly what I was waiting for. So this is huge news, you guys. I'm recording this before market open. I was up with the birds this morning, and I wanted to get you guys information about this acquisition so you guys know exactly what's in store for the Valens Company moving forward. So here's their chart. This is as of close yesterday, April 26th. You can see they've been on an absolute tear over the last couple of weeks. And potentially this means other people were listening to that call and had good intuition like myself, or maybe some news leaked out. Regardless of what happened here, they were trading under $1.80 as of March 3rd, and they're now trading just about $3.30. So they've been on an absolute run, and this is what's actually pushed my position size up over that 20K mark. So it definitely is a lot of money to have in one company, but of all the companies I've reviewed over the last few months, I believe the Valens Company offers the best risk-reward profile in the entire MJ sector, and I truly believe in this company's management and vision and ability to execute on their promises moving forward. So you can see their market cap now is just about $500 million or 500 million Canadian, which is really a testament to management's strategy and their ability to execute on that strategy day after day, week after week. So in this video, we're going to talk about the acquisition, the big news that came out at 5 a.m. this morning. We're going to go into the company's website that they actually acquired. We're going to look at their business model, some of their product offerings, and then we're going to look at some forum boards and price targets for this company moving forward. So I hope you guys enjoy. There's going to be a ton of value in this video. Please make sure you smash the like button. It really does help get this content to other people like yourself who may find value. If you're not currently subscribed to my channel McNallie Money, please take a second to do so. We're almost at that 1,000 subscriber mark, which is a huge milestone and a big goal of mine moving forward. And on a final note, let me know in the comment section below if you're currently holding the Valens Company, what you think of this acquisition, and if you are going to be entering this company moving forward. So this is the news release that came out this morning, as mentioned, 5 a.m. So the Valens Company enters the U.S. market with agreement to acquire a leading CBD company named Green Roads. And we're going to look into what Green Roads actually does. Go to their company website. This is a privately held company, but what it does is really get Valens' foot in the door in the United States market. They operate in South Florida, and they've already got a revenue producing business that's really focused on CBD extracts and CBD derivative products. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit more detail, but this is a well-established company that's firing on all cylinders and really has a strong brand and reputation in the United States that the Valens Company can now build on and start to look for synergies between the two organizations moving forward. So a couple points I wanted to call out here, you guys. This accretive acquisition triples the total addressable market, or TAM, for Valens with immediate entry into the US CBD market. So very similar to the Life acquisition, but the Valens Company really likes to go in and purchase existing pre-running businesses that they can then build off of and harness that knowledge, know-how, and expertise to really hit the ground running. The Green Roads team already has manufacturing, distribution, and a strong brand platform in place. They've got a proven management team with significant pharmaceutical, CPG, and marketing experience. Now, in addition to exposure to the United States market, it's also going to strengthen their Canadian market position by giving Valens the opportunity to sell and distribute these highly regarded CBD products here north of the border. And in terms of the actual numbers for this deal, it was an outright purchase for $40 million US, which equates to approximately 1.8 times the company's revenue, with an additional opportunity to earn $20 million US based on achieving certain EBITDA milestones in 2022. So potentially this could be a $60 million US deal for the Valens Company, which is by far the biggest in company history. Now, as you guys can probably tell, I'm super excited about this, but even more so because this deal is truly accretive, and on a pro forma basis, this is actually going to give the Valens Company and Green Roads together the opportunity to generate just about $112 million in revenue in Canadian dollars in this fiscal year, so 2020. So it directly impacts their top line performance and immediately strengthens their overall business model going forward. Now, this next paragraph talks about Green Roads specifically. So they're currently the largest privately held or owned CBD company in all of the United States. They have a pharmaceutical background, so they are actually formed by pharmacists, which we're going to look at in a second. They're based in South Florida, and they actually have an award-winning lineup of products which are extremely well-liked and well-ranked by their customers. Now, we're going to talk about their different product offerings in a second, but they offer a lot of categories that are very similar to Valens, and also some new ones which I think are really exciting, like, for example, pet products. Green Roads also provides B2B manufacturing services for a number of third-party companies, so they've got that relationship in place already as well. They've got extensive distribution, and they're currently in over 7,000 retail stores nationwide. So as we continue to scroll down, you can see here a comment from Tyler Robson, who's the CEO of the Valens Company. This is a guy I firmly believe in and trust with my money. He said they've analyzed over 100 companies across the US CBD market and clearly recognized the value that Green Roads platform offers. In addition to this awesome or robust brand that Green Roads has, it was also a really good cultural match, and the Valens mission statement is "It's personal," and Green Roads, as we're going to see in a second, was really formed with that kind of intention in mind. Tyler then goes on to say the acquisition of Green Roads represents only the first step in our US expansion strategy, as we expect to continue to unlock complementary revenue generating opportunities while we forge our presence and build our reputation in the world's largest cannabinoid market. Together, the Valens Company and Green Roads makes a formidable team, and the combined entity will be primed for significant growth as the global market develops. So they've chosen to enter through CBD, and that really allows the Valens Company to bypass or sidestep a lot of the regulatory concerns in the States. And as soon as that federal legalization goes ahead, they can then start infusing these products with THC derivatives and immediately go to market with these products. They then discuss a number of strategic highlights. So we've talked about a few of these: the largest cannabinoid market in the world, strengthened leadership team. The speed to market is one that I really wanted to double click on here. So located across 2 different Florida-based facilities, Green Roads is already producing significant revenue. Their GMP manufacturing infrastructure actually includes a production facility and warehouse, and they've also got existing co-packing agreements in place for specific product lines. So they're very well established. They've got their operation running seamlessly, and this is going to be an easy acquisition to fold in and drive that revenue immediately for the Valens Company. They then talk about their product portfolio, which we're going to look at specifically in a couple of minutes here. They've got a significant distribution network. In addition to the retail locations, they're averaging 9,000 unique orders per month off various e-commerce platforms. So very well established in the States and extremely strong brand recognition. Outside of the US, they've actually already got a global presence, so their products are being sold in 7 countries currently. And of particular interest here is the Asia Pacific region, which is obviously a massive market in terms of the global population. And then finally, as we talked about, very aligned corporate branding and corporate philosophy between the two companies. Now, in terms of the transaction details and where the 40 million US is actually coming from, the Valens Company plans to offer 25.4 million in common shares of the Valens Company, which are going to be issued based on a 30-day moving average with an expected price of approximately $2.51 per share. The other 14.6 million is actually going to come from cash on hand, which we heard Tyler talk about in the last presentation. Now, this acquisition does still need to clear regulatory from the Toronto Stock Exchange. However, I don't expect that to be any concern here, and this one should pass with no major significant red tape. And as a result, they expect this to actually close in June of 2021, so just a couple months from now. So now I want to take a look at the Green Roads company specifically. As mentioned, this is a privately held company, so they don't trade on any market, and we can't actually look at their market cap or share price or anything like that. But this is their website. You can see here that they really focus on CBD-based products. If you go into the shop section, you can see their various different product offerings. So they have everything from oils, topicals, gummies, capsules, soft gels, chocolates, coffee. So a lot of the different categories that the Valens Company already participates in, but they also have some new ones, including spa collection and pets. So what's great about this is they can actually continue to sell these CBD products as is, as the Green Roads Company currently packages them. And as soon as that legislation or legalization takes place, they can then start injecting these products with their THC derivatives and vice versa. So it opens up a lot of opportunity to sell CBD products here in Canada, and it opens up tremendous opportunity to sell THC products in the United States. And you can see here, these are award-winning products. Green Roads has been featured on some major publications, including NBC, CBS, Forbes, Yahoo Finance, Cosmopolitan, so they're very well known, and they're really focused on providing healthy solutions and alternatives to people for various different disorders and conditions in their life. So in terms of how Green Roads actually came about, it was formed by a pharmacist who had been in the industry for over 25 years and had a close friend who was really struggling, and they felt like CBD was the answer or a very viable solution to some of her problems. And that's why they really take this "it's personal" Valens slogan to heart, because that's exactly how this company came to be. Now, they've been in operation since 2013, and in the past 7-8 years, they've really established a strong brand known for helping its patients and coming up with creative alternatives to traditional medicine. And that's really important because I think the corporate cultures really do fold into each other nicely here. And obviously, as Laura continued to find success with these CBD treatments, they continued to develop more and more products to help other people overcome challenges in their lives. So these are actually some of the products that they've created. We're not going to talk about each product category, but I wanted to hit on some of the big ones. The first being gummies. So you can see these are CBD infused gummies. They've got a variety of different potencies, milligrams per gummy. They range in price from $50 US down to $6.50, depending on the number of units that you're purchasing. But you can see a very similar look and feel to some of the other THC gummy brands we've looked at. For example, the Wana Sour Chews, or some of the products that the Life Company is offering through Valens. So very consumer-friendly products, whether it's gummy bears or gummy frogs. People can relate to these, and they're very easy to market, whether they're the CBD or the THC alternative. Green Roads also offers CBD chocolate and hemp coffee. So as we scroll through, you can see some of these product offerings. So traditional chocolate bars, they've got different types of hemp flower coffee, which is actually grown in the United States, which I thought was really a cool selling feature. And again, a number of different product offerings, different price points, different SKUs, which I think is super exciting because this stuff is already in place, it's already being produced, and it's already generating substantial revenue for Green Roads. Now, one of the product categories that I haven't yet seen is actually this CBD for pets. So there's actually drops here for dogs and cats. And I thought this was interesting because this is a product category the Valens Company doesn't currently participate in. So this really shows how they're going to be able to expand their product portfolio and the different categories they participate in through this acquisition. So now that we've talked about the terms of the deal, the actual product portfolio that Green Roads currently has, I wanted to talk about what this is actually going to do for the share price of Valens moving forward. Now, one article that I thought was extremely interesting, this is from January 19th of 2021, so fairly recently. Green Roads actually hit a milestone of 30,000 five-star reviews for their company product offerings. So you can see through that metric alone that this company is extremely well liked and very highly renowned in this CBD category in the United States. And I think that was a major part of this deal going through because Tyler and team really wanted a strong brand portfolio or platform that they can build off. Now, as you can imagine, acquiring a strong brand like this really has great implications for the Valens Company share price moving forward. So Stockhouse is a website that I go on a lot for the actual bull board or forums, and this was absolutely blowing up this morning. You can see here a post by one of the top Valens contributors. This user says, "Big news out. Because Green Roads is 100% CBD, this gets Valens into the US without the current legal issues with THC at a federal level, but it will be incredibly easy for Valens to add THC to formulations when they want to. A brilliant move by management." And this is really exactly how I feel as an investor in this company. It gets their foot in the door, it immediately drives revenue, and as soon as they deem appropriate, they can start injecting all these products with THC, and they already have that existing go-to-market strategy in place. So obviously forums are one place to get investor information and sentiment, but there's also some more traditional platforms. So this is the tradingview.com. They currently have the Valens Company as a strong buy based on technicals. And if we jump over to Simply Wall Street, which is a great platform I highly recommend you guys take a look at, they have a price target on Valens of $14.11 Canadian, saying the company is currently trading about 76% under where they feel fair market is for this company based on their current financials and growth model moving forward. Now, if you scroll down on this website, in addition to the valuation, you can actually see future growth estimates. So Simply Wall Street has Valens pegged at 68.6% annual earnings growth in the next 1 to 3 years. They also give an analyst prediction of earnings and revenue out till 2025, and they actually expect by the year 2025, Valens will be generating $950 million a year in terms of top line revenue with earnings of $34 million per year Canadian. Now, this was before the actual announcement of this US acquisition. So these numbers will improve substantially as they start to fold in that revenue and that market opportunity. But I wanted to give you guys a sense of what some of these websites really predict in terms of Valens share price and revenue opportunity in the next couple of years here. Now, for those of you who follow the channel, you know that I personally have a price target of $8 to $10 on Valens within the next 18 to 24 months. I strongly felt like a US acquisition or merger was in the works. And I actually predicted in my last video on the Valens Company that we would hear news about some sort of US activity within the next 6 months. Now, I did not expect it to happen this soon, but as an investor in this company, I could not be more excited. And I think the US is honestly going to be where the growth of this industry comes over the next couple of years. So this, again, was tremendous news to wake up to and something that I could not be more excited about. Now that's it for today's video, you guys. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of this acquisition, if you currently hold shares of the Valens Company, and what your personal price target or price prediction is for Valens in the next 12 months. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please take a second to do so. We just crossed that 800 subscriber milestone, and I'm so excited to get to 1K. And on a final note, please take a second to smash that like button. It really does help push this channel's content to other people who find value, and specifically for videos like this that talk about big news or big acquisitions, it's really important that people who are interested in Valens get this information and know what's happening with these companies on a day-by-day basis. As always, you guys have a great rest of your day, and thanks for watching.